Bargate Shopping Centre. First opened in 1989, it was to serve as Southampton's first shopping centre and was hoped to bring new life to a corner of Southampton. However, just after 2 decades after it was built, it has been shut and shopping has ceased. There have been talks and plans made as to what to do with the 3-storey building. There has been talk of turning it into flats, or moving Debenhams, or turning it into another supermarket. All plans have fallen through. There has, however, been talk of another idea with roots in art and media. This short film will look at the details and also how the public feel about this possible change. So how often did you go to the Bargate when it was open?
Occasionally I went to West Quay more.
When it first opened, probably about once a fortnight.
Fairly often, but it was some time ago, so I haven't been in recently.
And out of these 3 main ones, West Quay, Marks and Bargate, which would you say you went to first?
West Quay. It's just got more shops in it that I would more likely to shop in. The Marlins don't have many shops that I would frequently go into, and neither in the end did the Bargate.
I went to West Quay most. I didn't really come to Bargate that much, but whenever I needed to, like for the guitar store, I think.
West Quay.
West Quay.
Yeah.
Is that just because they have more shops?
They have the shops that I like in there, John Lewis, Marks and Spencer's.
The descent in popularity caused businesses located in the centre to move or shut altogether. However, there were some charity organisations that operated within the art and media industry. Are you aware of any other creative organisations or groups in Southampton?
No, I don't think I am actually, no.
No, not really.
Not really aware of any creative organisations really, but I know of the BBC in Southampton, but that's about it.
These organisations were Artswork, a group focused on linking art and media professionals with opportunities involving children and the younger generation, and the SoCo Music Project, a community focused on music, both live and production based. Unfortunately, they have both had to relocate, but they still operate. The idea is this: convert 3 stories of empty, size-varying rooms in various facilities for arts and media use. Music recording and production rooms, television studios, indoor film sets, theatrical workshop space and performance stages, arts rooms for paint, sculpture, abstract and gallery viewing, all run by a committee that would schedule workshops for the community, timetable independent artists, musicians and filmmakers for the use of the rooms and facilities, as well as day-to-day running. Would that be something you would be in support of?
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like quite a good idea.
Yeah, anything that gives young people things to do and keeps them busy is fine.
And there's nothing really in the centre of town, sort of a hub for people to get together and do things creatively like that. I think that would be really well supported.
Of course, the issue of money comes into question. Would this be funding by the government or a series of private investors? Would it be a more commercial vehicle whereby the users of the facility would form a financial contract with the investors? Do you think the government should step in for this kind of thing and say, okay, we're going to assign money to do this for the younger generation?
Yes, I do, because there's so many young people unemployed now, and it would be a way of giving them a bit of inspiration.
Well, usually you'd have to go to to start up a business like this for a hub, a general purpose media would be, you would go to like a bank and get a loan, and if you were starting up, you would want some other people to invest in your company and get like a share or something like that. But I don't think the government would usually get involved in something like that.
Well, I guess if you're aiming it for the younger generation, then it would come within the remit of government funding. However, we all know that there is sort of very little excess government funding, so I suppose that if there was some government funding to sort of initially get things started and keep it running, and then perhaps the centre could advertise for private investors or charity donations to kind of keep things going over, or do new projects, start new projects, bring new life, new themes into it.
Would it make a difference? Does the current art and media in our culture do anything to help tourism or even our economy?
I would say only in London, really, or the bigger cities maybe.
I don't really think it affects tourism very much at all. There are like major attractions that really do bring in tourism.
Yeah, I do. I think we're well known for our historical monuments and buildings, architecture, but we're equally as well known for our playwrights and theatres and our filmmaking. So we have a good reputation, and I think people will definitely want to visit that and see that when they're here in the country.
Also, in terms of the economy, do you think the arts helps stimulate or helps the economy grow in any way?
I think, yeah, probably. But I don't really know how. It brings in some money.
Well, yeah, I mean, people are looking for entertainment. They're looking for things to relax to spend time doing. And if that's going to the theatre or going to the cinema, they're looking for ways to experience different things. And so it definitely boosts our economy. Tourism boosting tourism will help along those lines as well, because they will be looking to sort of have experiences whilst they're here on holiday, and that may be the theatre, etc.
Overall, this idea is still simply that, an idea. As far as Southampton is concerned, there are very little places for anyone, let alone the younger generation, to look at, practice and experiment with any aspect of art or the media. Will this idea come to fruition? Only time will tell. Last question, just to clarify, if they were to build this creative hub in the Bargate, would you be in full support of it, or half support, or...?
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be in support of that. It's quite interesting. I'd like to follow it.
Oh, I would, most definitely, yes, without a doubt.
I would be in 100% support. I think it's a fantastic idea. To do something so creative with that venue, give it a whole different direction, a whole new direction, would be fantastic, and it's definitely something that Southampton needs, without doubt.